Staff for this. Lindell went in and his leg just buckled underneath of him.
All right, so I just watched this injury video of Ekblad of the Florida Panthers. Now, I don't know a whole lot about hockey because I was born in East Africa. We don't really have snow, well, except on the Rwenzori Mountains in Uganda, where I'm from, but we don't really have ice hockey. So I don't know much about hockey. We do have field hockey, which is what my dad played. He actually got a scholarship to go to school playing field hockey. It's a men's game in Africa and parts of Europe. Here, I don't think that's the case. I still actually have somewhere my dad's old hockey stick from back in the days. I remember playing that with as a kid, and I saw it somewhere. In any case, I don't know much about ice hockey, but I do know injuries. So looking at this video, what I see here, and they say that he's out and he has a leg injury. Haven't gotten any more specific than that. From the video that I saw, what looks like happened to me is that when the contact happened, his ice skate on his left foot was digging into the ice. So his foot was inverted. His knee was in valgus. In other words, the knee was bending out this way, okay? And as he fell down with his knee coming out like this. That's sort of like what happens when soccer players or football players are running. They go to make a turn, their cleats dig into the grass or the turf, their foot is everted, and then they have a valgus force. In other words, the knee goes like this because a player hits them or they're turning and they get hit that way. And what happens is they have an ACL rupture, anterior cruciate ligament rupture, and quite often it goes along with that with a lateral meniscus tear. They feel a pop, swelling in their leg right away, and if it is an ACL rupture, depending on how, if it's a complete rupture, he's going to need an ACL reconstruction. And the meniscus will have to be dealt with if there's a tear there as well. So he's going to be out for the season, I imagine. I don't think they had the same type of injuries in field hockey, although they may have. I don't really know much about field hockey either, other than I know my dad played that sport. But anyway, he's out for the season. He's going to need surgery because I think that's probably what happened.
So when he first injures himself, he's still out on the ice.
Yeah.
And they have the doctor come out and he feels his leg.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, my knee hurts." What is the doctor? Would the doctor be able to? What would he be able to do out there to go? "Oh, this is probably an ACL tear." Like, what's he doing?
So he's still out on the ice after the injury. The doc goes out to examine it, and for an ACL rupture, if it's a complete ACL rupture, it's pretty easy to diagnose. He's going to tell you felt a pop, and what you do is you grab just below the knee, you grab the tibia, and you pull forward. And if it pulls forward too much, the ACL is out because the ACL is one of the main restraint to that tibia moving forward, right? So if the ACL's out, he just has to tug on it a little bit, and if it moves too much, that's an ACL rupture. So he probably was able to diagnose this right on the ice. He probably has an ACL injury. Lateral meniscus injury usually goes along with that as well. So he's out for the season until he gets the ACL reconstruction. I may be wrong, but that's what it looks like the injury is from the film that I see.